Panda J UK presents The Fifth Floor, a hotel mystery story for ESL learners.
Sam Chen stood in the elegant lobby of the Grand City Hotel. After 10 years working in hotels, this was his first job as manager.
The marble floors shined under the crystal chandelier.
Everything looked perfect, but Sam knew something was wrong. "Mr. Chen, we have another complaint from room 512, said Rebecca, the young receptionist. Her voice was low. "The guest says someone moved his things while he was at dinner." Sam frowned. "That's the third complaint from the fifth floor this week. What did security find?" "Nothing on the cameras." "Again." Rebecca handed him the report. Victor checked the entire floor. No signs of anyone entering the rooms. Sam thanked her and walked to the elevator. It was time to see the fifth floor for himself. Lynn watched the new hotel manager enter the elevator. This was her fifth stay at the Grand City Hotel. As a business consultant, she traveled often, but something about this hotel kept bringing her back. Lynn followed Sam into the elevator. "Fifth floor problems?" she asked. Sam looked surprised. "How did you know?"
"I'm in room 507. Strange things happen up there."
Lynn smiled.
"I hear footsteps at night.
"My jewelry moves from the nightstand to the bathroom."
Small things."
"Why haven't you complained?" Sam asked.
"I'm curious, not scared."
Lynn handed him her business card. "I solve problems for a living. Maybe I can help." The next morning, Sam called a meeting with the housekeeping staff. Maria Rodriguez had worked at the hotel for 25 years. She avoided his eyes when he mentioned the fifth floor. "Maria, the staff seems uncomfortable when I ask about these incidents." "Why?" Maria adjusted her uniform.
"It's nothing, Mr. Chen."
"Old buildings make noises. Guests forget where they put things."
"All on the fifth floor?"
Sam pressed. "We should leave some stories in the past," Maria said quietly. She stood up. "I have work to do." After she left, Sam found a note under his coffee cup. "Ask Victor about 1985. Victor Patel had worked night security since before Sam was born. His office was filled with old newspapers and photographs of the hotel. "Victor, what happened here in 1985? Sam asked directly.
The old man's eyes widened.
"Who told you to ask about that?" "Does it matter? I need to know the hotel's history if I'm going to solve our fifth floor problem."
Victor sighed.
"There was a theft. Valuable jewelry disappeared from a guest room. The police suspected an inside job, but nothing was ever proven." He paused. "Room 512. The same room with complaints now," Sam noted.
"Some say the thief hid the jewelry somewhere on the fifth floor and never came back for it."
Lynn knocked on Sam's office door the next afternoon. "Any progress on our mystery?" Sam showed her what he'd learned about the 1985 theft. "The owner wants this handled quietly."
"Bad publicity."
"Let's search the fifth floor when it's empty," Lynn suggested. "I checked the bookings. Rooms 501 to 506 are vacant tomorrow between cleaning and new check-ins." Sam hesitated. "Why are you so interested?" Lynn smiled.
"I write mystery novels in my spare time. This is better than fiction."
They agreed to meet at 2 p.m. the next day. Neither noticed Rebecca watching them from the reception desk, phone in hand. Sam spent the morning in the hotel's basement storage room, searching through old records. In a dusty box labeled Maintenance 1980 to 1990, he found blueprints of the fifth floor. The original plans showed something strange. The distance between rooms 505 and 506 was longer than between other rooms. But on the current plans, all rooms were evenly spaced. "There's a space missing," Sam muttered.
"A hidden room?"
He also found a newspaper clipping about the hotel's renovation in 1986. The article mentioned James Taylor, the current owner, buying the hotel after the theft scandal. Sam's phone buzzed with a text from Lynn. "Meet me now. Found something important." Lynn was waiting in the fifth floor hallway, looking excited. I talked to Diane Collins in room 509. She stayed here every anniversary for 30 years. What did she tell you? Sam asked. In the 80s, there was a maid named Elizabeth who disappeared right after the jewelry theft. The police thought she took the jewelry and ran. Sam showed Lynn the blueprints. Look at this space between 505 and 506. They examined the wall carefully. The wallpaper pattern didn't quite match in one section. Sam pressed against different spots until they heard a click. A narrow door swung open, revealing a small room covered in dust. Inside, they found old cleaning supplies and a small cot. On the floor was a woman's uniform name tag, Elizabeth. Someone's coming, Lynn whispered. They quickly closed the hidden door as footsteps approached. James Taylor, the hotel owner, stood in the hallway with Victor. Mr. Chen, what are you doing up here? Taylor asked sharply. Investigating the guest complaints, sir. Sam kept his voice calm. This is Lin Wei, a regular guest who's experienced some of the strange occurrences. Victor looked pale. James, they know about the room. Taylor sighed heavily. My office. Now. In the owner's office, Taylor finally explained. Elizabeth didn't steal the jewelry. She discovered who did, but before she could tell anyone, there was an accident. She fell down the service stairs. She died. Lynn gasped. The hotel manager at the time panicked. He sealed that room to hide any evidence she'd been there. So the fifth floor is actually haunted? Lynn asked. Taylor shook his head. No. But someone has been creating these disturbances, making people think it's Elizabeth's ghost. Sam understood suddenly. To keep people away from that hidden room. Because the jewelry is still there. That's what I suspected, Taylor admitted. I bought this hotel to find the truth about Elizabeth. She was my sister. Victor looked at the floor. I helped seal the room. I've been searching for years, moving things, trying to find where the jewelry was hidden. Creating the ghost story kept people from looking too closely. But you never found it, Sam said. No, Victor replied. But I think I know who took it. The next day, Sam, Lynn, Taylor, and Victor met Maria in the hidden room. The head housekeeper wasn't surprised to see them. You knew about this place all along, Sam said. Maria nodded. Elizabeth was my friend. She told me she saw the manager take the jewelry from room 512. When she confronted him, he pushed her down the stairs. Why didn't you tell anyone? Taylor asked. I was young, illegal in the country. I was afraid. Maria moved to the wall and removed a loose brick. Inside was a velvet pouch. She hid this before confronting him. I've protected it all these years, waiting for the right time. The pouch contained the missing jewelry and a note from Elizabeth naming the former manager as the thief. Later, as Sam and Lynn watched Taylor call the police, Lynn smiled. Mystery solved. Why did you really help me? Sam asked. Lynn showed him her business card again. He hadn't noticed before. Lin Wei, private investigator. Taylor hired me months ago to find evidence about his sister. Then I met you, and I knew we could solve it together. Sam laughed. Next time, just tell me you're a detective. Where's the mystery in that? Lynn replied with a smile. The end.